They ignored the brain plaques entirely. For decades, the fight against Alzheimer's has cost billions, with every major drug targeting these plaques and failing. This isn't just a science problem, it's about your family's future and your own brain health. A new study just restored 2 hours of deep sleep in mice with Alzheimer's without touching the plaques by targeting a hidden brain circuit. But this breakthrough reveals something deeply unsettling about what's really causing the disease's worst symptoms. And it all starts with a tiny, overlooked part of your brain. For 30 years, the story of Alzheimer's has been dominated by one villain: amyloid beta plaques. These sticky clumps of protein build up in the brain, and the theory was simple: get rid of the plaques, get rid of the disease. This amyloid hypothesis drove nearly every research dollar and drug trial. The problem? Over 99% of those drugs have failed. They might clear some plaques, but patients often don't get better. This has been the tragic, frustrating dead end for millions of families. But while the world was staring at plaques, a team at Washington University in St. Louis asked a different question. What about the symptoms that aren't just memory loss? One of the first and most devastating is the complete shattering of sleep. So what if the plaques are just the smoke and a different fire is burning down the house? The researchers zoomed in on a tiny, deep brain region called the supramammillary nucleus, or SUM. Think of the SUM as your brain's stay-awake switch. In a healthy brain, it's highly active during the day to keep you alert, and it powers down at night so you can get deep, restorative sleep. What the scientists discovered was shocking. In mice engineered to have Alzheimer's-like pathology, this SUM switch was stuck on. It was hyperactive, firing uncontrollably, even when the mice should have been fast asleep. This constant on signal was fragmenting their sleep, waking them up over and over. They were exhausted, but their brains couldn't shut down. If this is already changing how you see brain diseases, subscribe. We decode a hidden mechanism like this every week. So the team tried a radical experiment. Using a precise technique called chemogenetics, they didn't clear the plaques. They didn't add a new drug. They simply, manually turned down the volume on those hyperactive SUM neurons. The results were immediate. The mice got back nearly 2 hours of high-quality, consolidated sleep they had lost. But here's the real breakthrough. With their sleep restored, the mice performed significantly better on memory tests. Even with their brains still full of amyloid plaques, fixing their sleep fixed their cognition. The plaques were not the cause of these key symptoms. This completely changes the playbook for fighting Alzheimer's. First, it suggests we may have been chasing the wrong primary target for 30 years. The plaques are clearly part of the disease, but they might be a downstream consequence, not the trigger for devastating symptoms like sleep loss and cognitive decline. Second, this opens up an entirely new avenue for treatment. Instead of trying to develop fantastically difficult drugs to clear plaques, we could develop therapies that simply calm the hyperactive SUM. These drugs could potentially restore sleep and function in patients much faster. But what does this mean for you, right now, even if you're decades away from worrying about Alzheimer's? It's a stark reminder that sleep is not a luxury. It's a fundamental biological need for your brain to function. That stuck-on feeling of a hyperactive brain isn't just an Alzheimer's problem. It's what happens when you're chronically stressed, anxious, or scrolling on your phone at 2 a.m. You are actively disrupting the same circuits that this study shows are critical for cognitive health. Protecting your sleep isn't just about feeling less tired tomorrow. It's about defending your brain's long-term resilience. So, if the plaques aren't the whole story, have we wasted billions of dollars chasing a ghost? This incredible study shows that by calming a tiny, hyperactive switch in the brain, we can restore sleep and improve memory, even while the infamous plaques remain. It's a massive paradigm shift. To make sure you understand the next discovery that redefines your brain's health, make sure you're subscribed. Next week, we're decoding the strange psychology of why you binge-watch shows you don't even like. The answer is a glitch in your brain's reward system. Now you know your own mind a little better. The Mind Decoded.